Will Smith is joining us right now. Will, go ahead and pop that headset on right here. We're talking about a 3-time All-Star. We are talking about a 2-time World Series champion, somebody currently leading the National League in batting. Will, first of all, thank you for coming out, spending a little time with us. How you feeling this morning?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have you. Obviously, things in the Dodger universe are not very Dodgery right now. And one of the things that we've talked so much about is, baseball players never too high, never too low, kind of sit in the middle, and the good stuff will come and go, the bad stuff will come and go. How hard is it when it's been mostly not good stuff over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's not been a fun few weeks.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Not up to our par. But that's baseball. It's a hard game. I think for us it makes the wins more enjoyable. Going through these tough times, coming out of it. We still got a month and a half of regular season left, and then a postseason push. So, we're just focused on getting a little better, getting back to playing good baseball, and everything should take care of itself.
I've been asking questions and I've been getting unsolicited advice about what to ask you. And I guess what people want to say is they keep saying how even-keeled you are. Like you never get too high, too low. And they said it may be because you're a great golfer. Is that why you're so even-keeled, or where's that come from?
What sort of index are we talking about here?
I'm close to scratch.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's golf. That's just kind of who I am. I think being a catcher, you gotta have that demeanor for the pitchers. You can't get too high, can't get too low. You got to be, a steady force back there. So, I try to do that a little bit. I definitely let the emotions go a little more in big games and stuff like that. But just trying to be a presence back there for the pitchers.
But do you get upset sometimes? I mean, you're a pro at not showing it, but I'm sure you're an athlete. You got to be frustrated sometime.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely get frustrated, mad. It's just getting past it as fast as I can, which I feel like I do a pretty good job of.
Will Smith, Dodger catcher, joining us here on Trav and DeMarco. I'll go back to the last time you guys played the Padres, and it got chippy. And, guys, it's an emotional game, and guys happen. And I remember listening and seeing you talk in the post-game interview, and you were kind of like, yeah, okay. We're going to see him again. And they're here again. And the circumstances are different than they were the last time. They're a game ahead of you, as long as we sit here right now. Does it have a little more juice, or is it more like, yeah, okay, this is the next 3, and then we'll go play the Rockies, and then we'll play them again?
Yeah. I mean, they're playing really good baseball right now. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be tough games to win, but it's going to be tough for them to beat us too. So, yeah, we're going to go into it. It's going to be emotional. I know the fans love it. It's be at Dodger Stadium. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a great environment. It'll be a fun game. So hopefully play good baseball.
How do you guys keep your head when all about you are losing theirs? I mean, it's
great.
What I'm saying? It's weird, right? I mean, baseball players they stay centered. You got to play every single day. But I mean, us on the outside, we live and die with this. So how do you guys keep so even keeled when you're in the middle of it?
We just keep trying to help each other out. Keep trying to pull for each other. Keep trying to, just speak good things. Have a positive vibe around the clubhouse. So that's where we're at. We're not down in the dumps or anything like that. We still know we're a really good baseball team. We still know we can win a world championship this year, and that's the goal.
If you need somebody to bash a Gatorade, I can come down there. Just
you
got
one-day
contract. Yeah,
we've got a few guys that can do it.
Who's the leading candidate? If you had to place a bet on who the guy to tear up a Gatorade cooler, who would it be?
Dalton rushing for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. I like that. The new guy's coming in and knocking it around.
Yep.
How much has he helped you just being able to get off your feet maybe a little bit more than you have in previous seasons?
Yeah, he's been good. He's a rookie coming in. He's been swinging the bat lately. The last couple of days he's been a little better. So, he's been really good behind the plate. He's been blocking the ball, throwing the ball well. It's been good. I've known him for a while, so it's cool to see.
Well, I don't know if you caught me. Look, I've been looking at your left knee a little bit today because watching the game last night, I think it was in the 8th inning, where Logan O'Hoppe fouls a 103-mile-an-hour pitch right off of your left knee, and it took you, 4 seconds to kind of shake it off and get right back in there. How much do you want to just start jumping around and screaming like, man, what am I doing back here?
I know, right? I took a few off the face last night too, but luckily I remember them.
Yeah, right.
But the knee, that one didn't hurt too bad. It hit the pad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's more the ones that just kind of graze you, miss the padding, and they don't look too bad. Those are the ones that sting.
I did see that O'Hoppe, who obviously is the catcher for the Angels, kind of gave you a "dude, I get it" moment.
Oh yeah.
Like he kind of looked at you like, "Dude, I've had that one too."
Yeah. We know exactly what we're both going through in that situation.
What is the professional courtesy as far as giving the sometimes it's the umpire, sometimes the umpire will do it for you. Just that. Let me know when you're ready to go. I'll find something else to do until.
Yeah, exactly. There's just a little extra time. The umpire will brush the plate or batter will step out. So make sure we're all good.
Now, you're his teammate, but do you sometimes catching yourself just looking at Shohei like you can't be real? Like there's Shohei at the plate, and then there's the one you have to catch, and they're the same guy, but they're completely different. Do you ever catch yourself saying, wow, how do you do this?
It's daily almost. It's incredible. You hit the ball, and it's like, oh, my God, I didn't know someone could hit a ball that far. And you've seen him do that before, but, like, you think that one went a little bit farther. And then he's dotting 101 on the corner to Mike Trout last night. It's incredible what he does.
Like, how do you reconcile that, what you just saw?
I don't know.
Thank God he's on our side?
Yeah, you're glad he's on your side, but you're a little jealous at the same point because you want to do that.
You want to be able to do that, yeah. I bet that's
it's
hard.
a little unfair.
It's a ginormous shadow to have a dude like that on your team, right? I mean, Superman basically plays with you.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. He's a great dude, though, so it's good to have him around.
But how do you keep in your box? Like, this is what I want to do. This is my greatness. This is what I'm focusing on when you have that batting before you.
Yeah, it's I know what my job is. You got to know your role. You got to know what you're trying to do. You try to stick my approach, put a good at bat together, get on base, let the guys behind me drive me in.
DeMarco and I have talked about this, Will. We're talking with Dodger catcher Will Smith. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm going to take a leap of faith here that when you were in Little League and high school and college, you, if not the best player on your team, very close to the best player on these teams. Obviously, you're a high round draft pick. You make the big leagues quickly. You've had a ton of success. But I'm guessing because you were probably that guy in Little League and high school, did you pitch at some point in your baseball life?
Yeah, I pitched through high school.
Okay, so you ended at high school, go to Louisville, and you're not pitching at Louisville, right? Okay. If we've talked about this, DeMarco, this idea of at some point the differentiation happens that I'm good, I can pitch, I can play short, I can catch, I can play center field, I can do all these things. It never really happened for him. If more people were allowed to just come to college and say, yeah, keep doing your thing. You pitch well in high school. Not that there'd be another one of those, but would there be more guys that could survive at the big league level doing both?
I think college for sure. Some guys could, just because you're playing less games. The big leagues is tough. I get to see how much it wears him down.
Yeah.
He's in incredible shape and all that, and he can handle it. But it definitely wears you down. Pitching, going to hit, running the bases. Getting your bullpens in, making sure you're doing hitting BP every day. Like it's a lot. It's a lot just being a hitter, just being a pitcher. So trying to do both.
Well, and you too, as a catcher, I think you have more on your plate than maybe some other guys might because you got to get ready for the opposing lineup. You got to know every pitcher on your own team, what they like to throw, the sequencing that they want to throw it. We're going to throw this sequence to this guys. That's a lot, but you don't have to throw the pitch. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just the amount of intricacy and complications that go along with trying to do both of those things. It's really hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah, it really is. It's incredible what he's doing.
I heard this came straight from Oral that you were not drafted in high school and then turned out to be the number one pick out of college, like or something like that, or drafted.
I was first rounder.
First round pick. Like you don't see that often. Like you not being drafted in high school and then after college being a first rounder. Is that's
yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
yeah. That's all you got for that. I mean, that that was a crescendo question.
The Dodgers picked
He said that proves like what type of guy you are, like how tough you are, like you're willing to grind for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you don't see stories like that. Have you heard stories like that before? Help me out, Travis.
What's weird, not that it's a common story. I had a teammate that did that. I had a teammate that was my high school teammate that was not drafted out of high school. He goes to SC and he's a first rounder 3 years later. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean it's very, very rare, but you got to put in a ton of work.
Mm-hmm. So not being drafted in high school, do you remember that? Were you motivated by it? Like, did you change yourself in college? Like, what happened after that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. High school, I had chances of being drafted, but I basically told him no because it wasn't going to be enough money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go to college. I grew up, education was super important to my family, so college is kind of where I was going. I didn't really think much about it unless I was going to be a first rounder out of high school, which wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, I was able to go to U of L. Got a great opportunity there. I was able to play, freshman year through junior year. Got a lot better. And, yeah, really worked hard. Played with some good teammates. Had some really good, teams. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I would never trade my college existence.
No, I had a good time,
so much
too. It was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a great deal. I think I know what you're going to say, Will, that the team is the number one priority, that winning another World Series would be your third World Series is the number one priority, and I certainly understand that. But what would it mean to you to win a batting title? Because right now you are on top of the National League. Your teammate Freddie Freeman is third. You got Xavier Edwards from the Marlins sandwiched between the two of you guys. What would it mean to put that as a career accomplishment?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Obviously, it's a full season of not slumping and hitting really well. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Definitely kind of on the back burner of my mind right now, I guess. But yeah, we're just trying to get back to playing good baseball. Win the division first. That's the first goal, and then win a World Series.
I'm an old man, and I remember that hitting 300 was a big deal, right? That you wanted to, if you were above that 300 line, it means you had a really great season. Obviously, the game is played a little differently now. The approach of hitters is a little different. What does it mean to you, that 300 number? Is it a significant one to you?
Yeah, I think, it is. I'm not really goal-oriented when it comes to stats and all that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you want as many hits as you can get throughout the year. So, the higher the number, the better.
I'm just geeked for the next series. I'm sorry. I'm already looking ahead. I know. We get fired up about this stuff. It's the Padres. It is what it is. They've been behind you. Now they're in front of you. How do you go out and get that back against? I mean, aren't you happy to see them next, so to speak?
Yeah. It should be a fun weekend. We got to play good baseball. It's a good team, good test. Hopefully it gets us going in the right direction.
I think it should. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. How do your knees feel?
Great.
Really?
Yeah, I feel good right now.
I bet your knees are desensitized because you're always packed in ice, right?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I know about the knees. That's got to be cool having a kid that can give you a couple of days off at least, right? Get off your feet.
Yeah, for sure. Dalton's been great, so it's been really cool to see him kind of transition to the big leagues.
It's got to suck for him to be behind you though.
It's a little blocked at the moment.
I mean, a little bit, right?
Not as many ABs as he's probably used to. Maybe that's why he's ready to tear up a water cooler.
There you go.
Maybe he's
That's the guy.
little frustrated along the way. Watching Edgardo Henriquez last night, he hit 103, I think 3 times.
Oh, geez.
On the receiving of that, I understand trying to hit it. It seems like witchcraft at that point. But there was one that was in the dirt that you kind of short hopped on the backhand. Mm-hmm. How difficult is it to deal with somebody that's throwing that hard and maybe isn't able to locate like Greg Maddux?
Yeah, it's not that hard, honestly.
Really?
For me, I mean, I'm catching guys throwing 97, 98 every day.
It's not that big of a difference.
So another 4 or 5 miles an hour, 5, 6 miles an hour is kind of what it is. It's fast. You got to react to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it a lot easier than trying to hit it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just because I know it's coming at least.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a slider or something.
I just, when the one of, I've been desensitized to 98, 99, as crazy as that sounds, but all of a sudden 100's like, okay, and then, like you mentioned, Ohtani hits 101 to get Mike Trout looking, and then Henriquez comes in, there's just 102, 102, 103, 103. It's like, I just, where is the ceiling on this? How much more further out are we going to push this?
I don't know. We talk about it all the time because, 10 years ago it was 100, 101 maybe. Yeah, I don't know how hard guys are going to go. I don't know what the body can do.
Have you faced Mason Miller or Chapman or one of those guys that's 04, 05?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets on you for sure.
I bet it does.
Yeah, I would imagine it's on you before. Is it just hunting fastballs and just trying to be on time? Is there anything else you can do as far as approach goes?
Not much. You got to be load early, swing early. Hopefully make some mistakes. So
yeah.
When do you know when you have one? When do you know? Like when you
last night
lean into one?
Yeah.
When do you know you have that? Yeah.
You just the feeling of it. I don't know. Just you see it. You just know for sure. It just feels good off the bat. There's not much to it. Yeah, you feel
like when you hit, you don't even have to look. You know by the sound and how it felt, this thing's going out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's proper etiquette after you do that?
I don't know. Some guys bat flip and stuff. I just kind of put my head down and run and. Yeah.
I mean, why not bat flip sometimes, though?
I have in the past, for sure. Some bigger moments and stuff, yeah.
I was going to say, what brings a bat flip out of you? It has to be the moment, or could it be the guy?
Yeah, big moment, playoffs, or, just depends. I don't know.
Padres series coming up?
Yeah, maybe. A pretty good time for one, that's for sure. Yeah. Dodger catcher Will Smith joining us here on KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. And Will,
there we go.
Listening to you, and you're obviously very, buttoned up, serious guy, been in the big leagues a long time now. You also have a comedy night that you did recently at the Lido, Em, is that what it was?
It's the
Largo, excuse me, the Largo. She's a regular at the Largo. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Like, a lot of ball players, a lot of athletes will have an endeavor that they do to raise money for something that they care about. Why stand-up comedy? Why was that the thing you chose?
Yeah, it was presented to us.
Okay.
My wife and I knew nothing about comedy. I've done it 2 years now, and it's a great night every time. Teammates love it. My wife and I really enjoy it. We love being the comedians and stuff.
Do you get up there and do a set?
Yeah, I don't do a set, but I do a
Do a
little
joke or
thank
two?
you,
You
maybe
tell
one
jokes?
joke.
Okay.
Yeah, just one joke. Just
Do you have the joke?
it's all
I
scripted.
would love to hear you tell a joke.
Yeah.
I would love
I
it.
got nothing right now.
You got
guys put me on the
nothing?
spot.
Come on,
No,
I would
got
love to
nothing.
hear you tell a joke. Come on, set that thing up.
Yeah, right.
I got one more for you. You know, you've won the World Series twice. You were talking about how, you know, a big hit in the playoffs, a home run in the playoffs. Since you showed up in the big leagues, you've been in the playoffs every year. Like, this is just what – and the Dodgers for the last 12, 13 years, it's just they go to the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens when you get there. When you go around the league, you talk to other players, how unusual that is. That's not the way it typically goes. That's been your exclusive big league experience. Can you kind of reconcile those two things?
Yeah, I mean, just super fortunate to have the opportunity with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's a winning organization. You know, they put a lot of trust and a lot of investment into us. So yeah, super grateful for that, because that's what you want to do as a player is play in the postseason and have a chance to win a World Series.
A two-time World Series champion, a three-time All-Star, and Will, on behalf of everybody here, thank you so much for coming out. It's been a real pleasure.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
You
sir,
got
man.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Will
Yes, sir.
Smith, everybody.